Hey, George, it looks like a great day. You want to go to the park and have a picnic?
George loved picnics. But he didn't want to get caught in the rain again. And clouds meant rain.
But I thought that... Oh, okay, we can eat here.
But there were clouds. It should have been raining. Unless, maybe only dark clouds made rain. Little white clouds didn't. Early the next morning, the clouds overhead were white. So now he could have that picnic. The wind that blew the leaves must have moved the clouds, too. George definitely needed to study wind. The cricket's noise was fast again. It always had more to say when the weather was warm.
That's right. And the harder the wind blows, the faster the pinwheel turns. You are turning into a regular weather monkey.
How could they forecast weather here? They didn't have socks or pinwheels or crayons, not even a cricket.
Radar tells us where it's raining, and satellites show us Earth from space. So we know where all the clouds are. Then this computer tells us what the weather will be.
Or it would. Except that's yesterday's picture. We can't find our satellite.
You lost your satellite?
Well, space is very big.
And now the mayor's coming by to see if he can play golf today. He hates getting caught in the rain.
So did monkeys.
Without satellite data, our computer can't forecast. It's just absolutely hopeless.
What? Where is he going so monkey fast?
I think he wants to predict the weather for you.
There were storm clouds in the horizon. But the wind was blowing them away. George checked his drawings. The sky was red last night. And now with the cricket's fast chirps, George knew it would be a warm day.
So, will it be okay to golf?
They say that some animals can predict the weather. Maybe George is one of them.
Professors,
Mr. Mayor,
what's the verdict?
we have it on the best authority that this afternoon will be perfect for golf.
Splendid! Isn't modern technology wonderful? Say, why don't you join me? One of the finest days I've ever seen. You were right. Thank you.
George was right.
George, perhaps tomorrow you could help us find our satellite.
George would have to think about that. The sky was telling him tomorrow might be a perfect day for a picnic.
That's quite a talent there.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do. I'm putting you in the town talent show.
Me? In front of people? No, I couldn't. I get stage fright.
Oh, nonsense. You'll be terrific. How about you? You have any talent?
Hey, George, are you in the show? Great, you can help me. I'm doing the tech stuff. Ropes, ladders, curtains. Sure could use a hand.
Ooh!
And neither George nor Bill missed a single cue. But the most difficult cue was still to come.
She's out in all weather, looks stylish in leather, has tons of bovine.
We're doing great. Just that one big cue left, remember?
It's not her sirloin steaks, it's the milk she makes. How I love to hear
1
it
confetti,
carry out
2 curtain, 3 trapdoor, 4 flat, 5 curtain. Got it?
What starts in her udder ends up as fresh butter, or milk or cream or yogurt
Uh-oh,
if you
someone could
please.
trip.
Everything she eats turns into lactose treats, from an ice cream sundae to a
Got
taco
it.
with cheese.
George, pull trap 3C. No, 1C. No!
That was odd. Bill was usually so responsible.
Ribbit, you can do this.
1 minute.
Starts in her udder ends up as fresh butter, or milk or cream or yogurt if you please.
Where could he be?
Everything she eats
Nice skunk. Please don't spray me.
Milk and makes her happy. Just see her wag her tail. 1,000 squirts, it never hurts when I fill up my pail.
Okay, just breathe normally. Whoa!
Neptune's knickers. A skunk.
Just don't alarm it.
George knew the skunk could spray at any moment and ruin the show. But he also knew the show must go on.
Don't upset the skunk.
He's gonna spray. He's gonna spray.
So George concentrated real hard
So whenever you hear mooing, please stop what you're doing and thank this lovely creature here and now.
and counted 1, A, B, C.
She's a topsy-turnsy, purebred Guernsey, four-legged miracle of nature. Look her!
Oh! Hi. I was gonna do some frog calls for you. Here we go. Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
George, you were amazing. Maybe the best stagehand ever.
And that's about it.
Curtain call, everyone. You fellas too.
You know, with all the chaos, I didn't have time to think about being scared, so I wasn't.
I must say, those were some fine frog calls.
Oh, you're just being kind.
If one bouncing ball was fun, George could hardly imagine how much fun he'd have with that many.
Oh, welcome to the launch of the new Mega Bouncing Fun Ball.
George wondered how far a mega bouncing ball could mega bounce.
This is the first fun ball contest ever, anywhere.
And whoever comes closest to guessing the number of fun balls in this rocket gets to keep them all. And now your entries have to be in the guess box by 5 o'clock today.
Don't bother entering, 'cause I'm gonna win.
Oh, really?
I've got a surefire secret number figuring formula. You'll see. Good Sharky!
Now he had to find a container this size and shape. George remembered they had a hat box that was just the right shape. A box this shape and size should hold about the same number of balls as the fun ball machine. To make a good guess, George had to find bigger round things to count.
Hi, George. I'm heading to the thrift shop to donate these things so someone else can enjoy them. Ah, my old marble collection. Well, I've got cat's eyes, agates, some big Kong-sized ones, too.
These big marbles were the closest yet to fun ball size.
Oh, you want them? Well, be my guest, George.
Were you using marbles to figure out your guess for the contest? That's a pretty good idea, George. I estimated a fun ball to be almost as big as a golf ball.
Oh, hi.
May we borrow these golf balls? We're trying to win a contest by 5 o'clock.
Sure, but you'd better hurry.
Thanks. If we win the contest, we'll split the prize, George. This cookie holder is about 1/3 the size of the fun ball machine's container. So how many balls would be in 3 containers? 120. That's our number. Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. George and Betsy came the closest with 120 balls. All right, George!
I don't get it. I divided red balls by green balls and multiplied by orange ones. What went wrong?
So, George and Betsy, how are you going to split the prize?
That was sure nice of you two to give everyone a fun ball.
Wow, this is even more fun than all the marbles I found in the street.
So, George, what are you going to do with the fun ball machine? You two can be my golf partners anytime.
Veggies come from dirt.
Weeds. Weeds. Oh, monsteroso. Oh, weeds are bad. Very bad. You see, weeds like this soak up the water and nutrients from the soil that my veggies need to grow. If my veggies can't grow, my food won't be Piscetti fresh. And if it's not, I will close it down. Yes, I will close my restaurant before I let anyone think Piscetti is not the best they ever tasted. I must pull those weeds, but after working hard all day, I'm too tired to get it all done.
George couldn't stop thinking about Chef Piscetti's weed problem.
After working hard all day, was too tired to get his work done. I didn't think you were paying attention. I'll start again. The shoemaker and the elves. Once there was a shoemaker who, after working hard all day, was too tired to get his work done. I am too tired to get it all done, he thought. But if I don't, my customer will have but one shoe and may hop over to another cobbler. He couldn't stay awake. As he slept, an amazing thing happened. Elves did his work for him. When the cobbler awoke, he didn't know how that shoe got finished.
George wondered if a little monkey could be an elf for a chef.
It's all gone. The weeds and almost all of my veggies. What am I gonna cook?
Maybe all those nasty green things George pulled weren't weeds. Luckily, they were all right downstairs in the can.
What could do this? Roof gophers? I must replant everything quickly. Vegetables grow from those seeds. These will be carrots. Those are squash and eggplant. I water and fertilize them, and new veggies will grow right here. It takes 3 or 4 months. That's a long time. Until then, I have no fresh veggies to cook with.
So veggies in the store came from a garden, and veggies in a garden came from seeds.
Okay, we're all planted. If only the seeds could magically grow overnight, my problems would be solved.
Maybe Elf George could help. He needed to count how many carrot seeds were planted. And then he had to get the same amount of carrots from his refrigerator.
Oh, look at this! Natty, gnocchi, look! It's a miracle of carrots!
It's impossible, Chef. Carrots can't grow from seeds overnight.
I told you.
But they did, and I need to know how it happened so I can make it happen again. So, could you study my dirt? I'll give you free pizza.
Okay, I'll run tests. Can I keep the carrot?
Nope, sorry. I'm making soup. Oh, Jojo! Hey, look at the carrots we planted. Already grown, huh? You know, as long as I have my fresh veggies, I won't have to close down.
George felt like he'd made a good elf.
But I wonder why the eggplants and squash did not grow.
Oh, he'd forgotten the eggplants and squash.
Later, I'm gonna plant those. If it works again, tomorrow we'll have peas and arugula.
Eggplant? Squash? But where were peas and arugula? How could George be an elf without fresh vegetables?
Do something which I don't know what it would possibly be with all of our vegetables? You're feeding a vegetarian cobbler?
Did you plant a can of peas?
They're growing in cans now? Nettie, call the TV news!
Oh, boy. Oh, hi, everybody. This would be mine. You see, George, wanted to be your elf.
Oh, you did this so my garden would grow fast? Oh, Nettie, our garden is not magic.
Ah, but your cooking still is.
Well, you got me there. That's right, I'm great. I'm gonna cook all these veggies up as lunch for everybody. Come on, I'm hungry.
Hi. What do you have, George? Your favorite kind of dinosaur? Oh, that's your favorite. But they're the same. Those are the bones that would be inside that. You know, same as the bones in you. Feel your arm. The hard part? That's bone. It's your skeleton.
Now that he knew he had one of those under his face, George had to see the T-Rex skull up close.
George, don't. It isn't safe. Oh. Are you okay?
George always wanted to ride in an ambulance, but he couldn't really enjoy it. At the hospital, Dr. Baker decided they needed to see George's leg bone by taking an X-ray.
Well, that's a small break. We have to put your leg in a cast. Now, this cast will keep your leg from moving while the bone heals.
Hello? Hundley come up here?
Yeah, we're in George's room.
You know, in the lobby, Hundley pays more attention to George than anyone. That's friendship. Hundley could keep George company when you go to work. I'd excuse him from his lobby duties.
George, would you like Hundley to be your monkey sitter?
Hundley was curious about this new, calm George.
Good morning.
The next morning, Hundley showed up right on time. Of course.
Everything you need is here. Thanks, Hundley.
To Hundley, seeing George wide awake and sitting peacefully was like seeing rain falling up. George's leg ached, so it was time to get a new cold ice pack. They taught him to use the wheelchair at the hospital. But he couldn't exactly remember all of it. While Hundley tried to find a place for the ice pack, George remembered how to make the chair go. They taught George to use the crutches in the hospital. But he needed practice. George showed Hundley how his leg was healing. But dachshunds don't read X-rays. Hundley didn't like to get too far from his lobby. But George wanted to go for a walk. He also wanted to go for a climb. But that wasn't allowed. Hundley was one serious monkey sitter.
See? The break's all healed.
Well, hello.
George was thrilled to be completely free again.
Back to normal, I see.
Good as new. Thanks for all of your help, Hundley. Very good, George. I think you're ready to ride on the road.
For the first time ever, he was even faster than bunnies.
Wow! Great trick! Sorry I came out so fast, but I'm gonna be late for school. Hey, could you finish my paper route?
Trusted with a paper route. It was like George's wish had just been granted.
Every house on the road gets a paper, including the houses across the stream.
Yes, George had become just like a real paper boy. The last time they came to the stream, the man with the yellow hat made paper boats. George thought he remembered how. His boat was so good, George decided to make a whole fleet. George couldn't wait for his newspapers to be sun-dried. But George forgot to watch where he was going. Fortunately, he was wearing a helmet. Unfortunately, the bike was not. The walk home was a long one for George.
I think we can fix this.
It seemed to be going well, but George felt he should help. A wrench. George knew how to use that.
Where is that wrench?
Oh, thank you, George. All we need now is some air in the tires.
George hadn't helped as much as he wanted to.
Perhaps one or two minor adjustments.
He did, however, know how to use a pump.
Oh, you're welcome.
George rushed home to tell the man with the yellow hat about his paper problem.
George, I have a surprise for you. Oh, George, Bill came by. Apparently, some people didn't get their newspapers today. Yep, one lady saw a duck riding in a newspaper boat, but it wouldn't get out and let her read the headlines.
Suddenly, George remembered he hadn't told the man with the yellow hat about his paper problem.
Hey, hold on, George. How about we just buy a few dry papers and deliver them right now?
And so, George was able to finish his route just like a real paper boy.
You want to listen to the opera now? George, why is there a duster on your head? Oh, I get it. Since Betsy missed the opera, you want to act it out for her.
Brother, come and dance with me. Both my hands I offer thee. Right foot first, left foot there. Round about and back again.
This was going to be harder than he thought. Ow! George had enough trouble playing one part. How was he going to play them all? And then George realized he had the whole cast right at his fingertips. Now, they just needed costumes. Finger puppets worked great. The actors could come on and go off in a flash. But Hansel and Gretel were the same size as their parents. George needed something bigger for the adults.
No wonder none of my socks match.
The smiley sock could be the Sandman. The oven mitts could be Mother and Father.
Now, what did I do with those mitts?
But he still needed a witch and a dew fairy. Maybe this could be the witch. Now, where was he going to find a dew fairy? She would have to be magical and pretty and sweet and... George knew just the girl for the job. Once the puppets were done, George needed to create the sets. George couldn't work puppets and sets at the same time. His sets had to be easy to move. George taped the pictures he had drawn onto the paper roll. George's opera was ready to roll.
George wants to know if we can come over. He has a surprise for Betsy.
Hey, what is this?
Shh, the show's about to start.
Show?
Brother, come and dance with me. Both
Is that Hansel and Gretel?
Right foot first,
How
left foot there, round about and back again.
There's the Sandman. And there they go, off to sleep. Here comes my favorite part, the Dew Fairy. It's me. I'm the Dew Fairy. Wow. Ooh, the scary witch. Oh, be careful.
Now you've eaten up to bread.
That was so great, George. Oh, thank you. It was so fantastic, I even forgot to itch.
Still sorry you missed the opera?
No, I'm sure George's was much better. It does make me wonder, though. How do you feel about ballet?